Okay, now we're going to go through some lumbar extension stretches. So obviously we're going to be stretching through the abdominal here, but also the great thing about lumbar extension is, especially for athletes that may be in forward flexion a lot of the time, as Kurt will be when he's on the bike, so he's on that for long periods of the time, so obviously we can get a lot of posterior pressure on our discs. That being the case, this stretch actually works twofold. So you can obviously have them lying on the ground if you like, but once again you can do this in a standing position. So really quite simply, what you're going to do is place your hands over the back of your iliac crest like so, Kurt. Okay, you're just going to pull down a little bit on your iliac crest itself. Okay, make sure that your knees are locked out, okay, so we don't want them bending as we go through, so holding that down, and then we're just leaning back into extension itself like so, okay. So part of this stretch will obviously this abdominal, but at the same time we're getting lumbar extension here, which then pushes our discs more anteriorly, okay. So now this is a stretch that you're obviously only going to hold for about 2 seconds, because it can be sometimes a little bit provocative for some people. So if they've got some lumbar disc pathologies, then you need to be mindful about how much range they've got and where they feel it. So once again, into 2 seconds, 1, 2, and then back up. So this is something that you'll need to just experiment in terms of what your range of movement is. Keep an eye on the knees. Make sure that the knees aren't basically bending as they go down, because then that's not really going to be lumbar extension.